Welcome to an entry for Assignment 1, a web-based tutorial for ProQuest Historical Newspapers, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Who is behind the database? The Philadelphia Media Network Incorporated is the producer content provider. ProQuest is the vendor electronic presentation provider. The scope covered by this database includes the Philadelphia Inquirer's backlog of newspapers from 1860 to 2001. From local to national news, sports, arts, health, and more. These are digitized versions of the papers as they appeared in print, sans the pull-out ads for individual stores. The audience I'll be looking at today is adults familiar with the Inquirer itself, who may have seen ads related to its archives and want to learn how to utilize it. What they may be searching for could range from business, for example, looking up the date a particular building may have opened to the public, or pleasure, nostalgically reading about an old football game they attended, or general historical interests, such as learning how a historic event was covered by the journalists of its day. The affordances are the nature of the database itself, being able to access centuries' worth of journalism. Long gone are the days of having to utilize a special machine at the library to access old newspapers through microfilm and microfiche. The scans I sampled during my searches have all been adequately readable. It's like browsing a series of PDF files in an e-reader format. The website uses RefWorks to create citations for you in a wide variety of citation types. You can either copy the citation or export it to a citation manager. You can download PDF files for pages, email, print, bookmark, save it to Google Drive, Google Classroom, or Microsoft OneDrive. Regarding constraints, you can't browse by section like you would with a physical print newspaper, or like you can on the Inquirer's website, philly.com. Say I wanted to read a particular section of the paper through ProQuest. Outside of using keywords to do a search, I can't browse my way there, unless I do some mathematical gymnastics and with the knowledge of how many pages each section has. Like Section A usually has around 23 to 24 pages, so Section B, City and Region, would start on page 25 or 26, but who's going to take the time to do all that? Also, by the nature of this database's results, consisting of scans of newspapers as opposed to text files of typed out text, it means if you're going to quote something, you're going to have to type down all the words in the quotation. If your search includes operators, such as and or, ProQuest combines them in the order indicated. For more controlled searching, use parentheses to override ProQuest's default operator precedence. You can use indexed search fields to create very precise searches. For example, AU Smith will retrieve only documents where Smith appears in the author field. Similarly, AU Smith and TI Food will retrieve only documents with food in the title and Smith as the author. A list of field codes can be found on the advanced search page. Also available are wildcard characters, same word, different spelling, and truncation characters for finding variations. Here is a list of some of the features I'll be showing off in the demo. For my demonstration, I'm going to type keywords into the text box. Then open the drop-down. I'm looking for the terms as they appear in full text, so I'll choose that. Next, I'll use the drop-down below to specify a date range. I know that what I'm looking for, the opening date for the Oxford Valley Mall, happens sometime around August of 1973. And click Search. The search has yielded 29 results. On the left you can see a bar chart which details the number of hits for each date. This helps me further narrow it down to August 5th. I'll click on this one here. As the page loads, we see links for downloading the PDF, citing, email, printing, and other save options. Here's the full list. As we scroll down, we can see that the words that we typed into the keywords are highlighted in yellow. You can see the page appears as it would have in print. The graphics aren't completely clean, but there are ways to zoom in to read more easily, such as downloading the PDF on the upper right-hand corner. Next, we're going to take a look at the backlog of issues, and I'll show you how to browse through that. More drop-downs allow you to choose a particular issue based on year, month, and then further by a specific day within that month and year. It's important to remember that this backlog ends at the end of 2001, so if the issue you're looking for is between 2001 and 2021, subscribing to the Inquirer's digital service is the way you go about reading issues from those decades. For now, we're sampling an issue from 1985. The way this is set up is helpful if you're not entirely sure which issue you're looking for. The results are listed by page. I'm going to click the first one here. As I scroll down, you can tell some contrast adjustments have been made to the scan to successfully improve readability, but typically the paper used to print newspapers on isn't especially thick, so you can see some words bleeding through from the next page. Let's browse this issue. The page appears in a special reader that allows us to zoom in and out. We can also rotate the page in either direction. Also, we can perform a 1:1 zoom to read at full scan size. The thumbnails at the bottom show both a preview of upcoming pages and allow readers to navigate to those pages. The left and right arrow keys are for navigation directly between neighboring pages. We can also jump to later pages. These icons here allow for downloading an individual page and for refreshing that page. Let's scroll through some more, and I can show you what additional pages look like in this issue. Now we're going to browse in a different, but more familiar way. We can enter a page number and navigate there. Even the advertisements here are a time capsule. Some of these companies I recognize as still in existence, but others are brand new to me. Let's look more at the citation tool. There's an impressive list of citation types available. Being able to export from any of these types into the citation manager of your choice is a valuable time saver for anyone referencing this newspaper for a project. We can also check out the basic search page, which provides you a link to your recent searches and a link to search tips. Scrolling down gives a short summary of the subject along with other helpful information. Overall, the Philadelphia Inquirer ProQuest Historical Newspapers is an excellent intuitive database with a wealth of content related to both the Philly area, U.S., and world history from 1860 to 2001, with high-quality images, a multitude of widgets to help when inciting, sharing, and downloading the available content. The Inquirer's present-day news can be found at www.theinquirer.com. Thank you for watching.